Hello everyone, this is Donna from Even the Scales, and I'm on my channel right now to protect myself from the lowlife next door who's breathing her filthy cigarette smoke into my house. She does this every night. I'm pretty sure the landlord, St George Community Housing, is sitting back telling her to do this. She's being paid, and there's really not much that's more disgusting than that, is there? I'm sitting in my home, minding my business, watching the TV, and I've got this filthy lowlife living next door to me that's being paid to breathe her filthy, disgusting secondhand smoke into my home. It's disgusting. When she does this, the smell of her home comes through too, and it's disgusting as well. For anyone who doesn't know, my landlord is St George Community Housing. They have rigged the three neighbours' homes that adjoin my unit so that they can abuse the air in my home with whatever they like. And the landlord sits back and tells these puppets to do whatever he wants them to do. And I don't know if he's paying them or if they're getting cheap rent or what, but it's just pathetic. It really is. And I can't believe this landlord is still doing this. St George Community Housing, if you don't know yet, everybody knows what you have done, okay? It's no secret. I don't know what you are expecting to happen from this person breathing cigarette smoke in my home, other than me getting on my channel and telling more people, and more people finding out that you take bribes from the justice system to take people's lives. I don't really know what you're expecting to happen. I really don't. It's pathetic. Everybody knows that St George Community Housing takes bribes from the justice system to abuse people to death in their homes, okay? So you need to tell this low-life person that you're paying to breathe her filth into my home to stop, because I pay rent and I'm a good tenant, and sooner or later, St George Community Housing, you're going to be held responsible for this, and you're going to have to pay dearly. You really are. And you're just making it worse by the day, okay? So you need to tell these people to stop abusing my air. Have you ever heard of anything so ridiculous in your life as abusing a tenant's air? Like the most important thing that a human needs to live? It's just ridiculous. It really is. As if I'm not going to speak out about it. Not only that, there's noise attacks going on all over Canberra town, noise and pollution attacks, full on too, really loud, and there's people viewing into my home illegally to watch me be put through this cruelty, because if it's not low enough that St George Community Housing is paying these neighbours to abuse the air in my home, they're also taking money from people who want to view into my home on illegal cameras that they have planted in my home. They're taking money from those people so they can watch me be put through cruelty. This is this landlord. What kind of a landlord does that? You know, last I checked, things like this didn't happen in Australia, but apparently they do. There are people that are being abused to death in their homes by landlords who are placing cameras in their homes illegally and then rigging up the range hoods in their homes so they can tamper with the air. I was lucky that I realised what they were doing, and if I hadn't have realised, and if I hadn't have had the I don't know, the motivation to create this channel to save my life, they probably would have gassed me. They were going to gas me in my sleep. That's why they rigged the range hoods, because the range hoods are over the stoves. And the woman downstairs from me, she's that reckless that she's actually turned the gas on and sent raw gas into my house. These people are mentally disturbed. There's 3 of them that are joined to my unit, and they definitely are mentally disturbed, because you would have to be mentally disturbed to sit there and view into someone's home, stalk them 24 hours a day and do absolutely nothing else with your life but abuse the air in their home by flicking your range hood on and off. That would obviously take someone who is mentally disturbed. And these people have been doing this for 9 months now. 9 months. This woman downstairs has abused the air in my home almost every day. And she loves doing it. She's addicted to doing it. They all are. This one next door, she starts at the same time every night. I don't know what her problem is. I'm pretty sure the landlord's telling her to do that. And she's doing what he says, because they're all like puppets. They're all being paid to do it, or they're getting cheap rent. So it's just really leading them to jail. That's where they're going. Because if they think I'm going to sit here and put up with them breathing their filth into my house, it's disgusting. Like, who would do that? Like, how desperate do you have to be to sit at your stove? She must sit there. And she just flicks the range hood on and off. And then she breathes, when she flicks it on, it's not only sending her filthy cigarette smoke through, it's sending through the filthy smell of a house, along with the insulation fibres that are falling down out of the roof into my home that are also poisoning the air. This landlord, I tell you what, I don't know who he thinks he is. I don't know where he thinks he's living or what century he's living in, but you don't do this kind of thing in this country, and you're definitely not getting away with it. He knows he's got the Campbelltown Police on his side, though. The Campbelltown Police are involved in this. They were out stalking about 20 minutes ago. And they give the signal to the community that it's okay to keep abusing. They're out there in the middle of that noise and pollution attack that's going on right now. They're out there instigating it. That's the Campbelltown Police for you. And then they do the rounds, they stalk the neighbourhood, and that's to let these mentally disturbed neighbours know that it's okay to abuse me. And I'm just meant to sit in my house and just sit here and be abused by these people, and they're trying to abuse me to death. So that's what they're trying to make happen, because they know I have severe PTSD. And the reason that it is attempted murder every time this woman breathes smoke into my house is because she's watching my heart on a monitor. They all are. This is a justice system and health system cover-up. If you haven't been on my channel before, this is happening to me because it's all a part of a justice system and health system cover-up. The landlord, St George Community Housing, took bribes from the justice system to have me abused to death in my home. And last year, I went in to have a procedure done at the Campbelltown Hospital, where they implanted a device in my body so that they could watch my heartbeat as they inflict cruelty. And yeah, there's also people viewing into my home illegally. I'm watched on camera 24 hours a day, and yeah, the landlord's getting money for that too. So yeah, it's attempted murder every time this woman breathes her smoke into my house. It is attempted murder. because she's watching my heart on a monitor. And she's not getting away with that. None of them are. They're all caught. The landlord's caught. And it's like they just don't want to face reality. So in the meantime, I've got to sit here and be abused in my home by these people and the Campbelltown police. And the abuse that I'm going through is absolutely intense. I mean, to sit here and have to smell her in my lounge room, it's just disgusting. And she's vile for doing that. She's not the only one. There's one that lives downstairs underneath her that does the same thing. The whole three of them are connected. And the one downstairs, the filthy thing is still breathing it through. This is how disgusting they are. Like, they have no shame. It's gross. Who would do that? Who would be that lowlife? How did the landlord find 3 people that were that lowlife that would do that? I do not know. But they are. They're hitmen and women too, because they're watching my heart on a monitor as they inflict the cruelty. They're hitmen and women. She's still breathing it in. It's disgusting that I've got to sit here and smell this. You know what? But when this goes to court and when these people are arrested, this channel's going to be like my victim's impact statement. It really is. Because this is happening right now to me. It is. This is in real time. This is happening. And you can probably hear the noise attack going on in Campbelltown. Like, this smell of this woman is so disgusting. I'm going to get up and have to open a window or something in a minute. She's vile. She just lives in this unit straight across from me. I don't know if she sits there and gets drunk of a night or what, and she gets courage, and that's when she starts. She just lives across the hall, straight right next to me. And the grubs breathing a smoke in through her range hood deliberately. It's disgusting. Makes me want to vomit. Leave my air alone, you filthy, disgusting person. God, is it really worth the money to sit there and have your reputation ruined from doing what you're doing? The whole 3 of you, you're disgusting. And you know what? These people get more and more obsessed with this every day. Because I don't know if they're acting out of fear or what, because they know they're caught, or if the landlord's telling them to stalk me more or what. I've got no idea, but these people are obsessed. I'm in a lot of danger because of how obsessed these people are. They are scary stalkers. Seriously. The woman downstairs and the one next to her downstairs, they are absolutely obsessed. To the point where they don't even leave their houses. Anyway, that's what's going on right now. That's why I'm on my channel. I'm trying to protect the air in my home from this woman. And yeah, just to let people know about these noise and pollution attacks that are going on. There hasn't been one this bad for a long time. And I don't know what the heck they think they're going to get from that. Like, it doesn't even make sense. You disgusting, vile woman. You absolutely stink. And you're making me sick. If there's anyone out there that can help me to raise public awareness about what is going on here in Campbelltown, New South Wales, please let me know. I need help urgently. These people are dangerous. I've been purposely isolated by my community. The toxins that are coming into my air right now from her smoke and the dust that's being sent through, like, it's so bad. Like, it's affecting my health. It actually makes me bring up phlegm. Like, that's how bad it is. And that's what I mean. This landlord is going to have to pay for this dearly, for the effect of this on my health. I put a video up earlier and I titled it that the cost to this landlord, as far as the trauma this landlord has put me through, it's immeasurable. It is. Because I've been put through abuse that is equivalent to war crimes. That's how severe and inhumane the abuse is I'm going through right now. It is so severe. It is so intense. And I mean, I can't just leave my home. I've been purposely isolated. I've got absolutely no one. My family are involved in this. They're sitting back watching this happen on the cameras because they stole an inheritance from me. Greed is what drove my family to do this. Nothing more. I was good to my family and they know it. But they took money from the justice system to be a part of this, and they also stole an inheritance from me. So I don't have anyone. And these people know this too, and so does this landlord. So see, the landlord does this to vulnerable people who don't have anyone, or weak or frail people that are disadvantaged in some way. That's who this filthy, disgusting landlord does this to. St. George Community Housing and the Campbelltown Police. The people that are still involved in this abuse are the Campbelltown Police, St. George Community Housing, the 3 neighbours that are joined to my unit, and then there's another one over the back there's a couple over the back that are neighbours. And then there are groups of abusive men that are carrying out the noise attacks right now. And then there are Transport New South Wales workers. That's who is still involved in this. And because they are so relentless and so cruel, the abuse is really, really intense that I'm going through. And they're trying to make me give up on my life. The first thing I hear every morning or the first thing that happens is abuse before I even move in my bed, because they know, because of this monitor that's implanted in my body, they know before I even move in my bed. Sometimes I don't even open my eyes and there's abuse going on from the Transport New South Wales workers or the police or the neighbours. Obviously, they weren't expect me to survive this long. They're all panicking. They're all caught. They're all absolutely caught. And I really don't know what they expect to gain from this. I don't know if you can hear those noise attacks going on. It's full on. I feel sorry for the children in this area. I really do. And the animals and the wildlife and, the old people and that, they're carrying out these noise attacks and it's meant to affect me. It's so ridiculous. It's affecting everybody. Are these people stupid or what? And it's been going on for 19 months. The pollution, these people, they're creating pollution on purpose. They're destructing the environment on purpose. They're deliberately trying to make the hole in the ozone layer bigger. Deliberately. They're trying to destroy the wildlife, the nature. They're trying to destroy it all, deliberately. I just don't get what they're trying to achieve out of it. It's like it's the new weapon, and it's like there's some kind of extremist group. And, the leaders of Campbelltown, they're sitting back letting it happen. And so are the Campbelltown Police. Because these people have got some kind of money to gain. I spoke about that earlier today. There's some kind of syndicate or some kind of scheme, you know, where they've all invested money in this. And they're all codependent on my death for some reason. Anyway, they're all caught. It's just a matter of time. And I'm just speaking up about this on my channel right now because I just want it to be known what these people are doing. I do. I want this landlord, St George Community Housing, held accountable. This filthy, disgusting person next door to me that's breathing her filth into my house, I want her to go to jail. And I want these other two people downstairs to go to jail that have put me through absolute hell for the past 19 months. Actually, it's absolutely immeasurable what these people have put me through. Absolutely. The trauma, it can't be measured. It's so much. Same for everyone involved, the police, my family, the main people that are involved in this. What they've put me through, it's indescribable. It's so much. But that's why I created this channel. It's all documented on here, and I've documented everything else as well. So I'm fully prepared, but I don't think these people are because they wasn't expecting me to survive. That wasn't an option for them. But I don't plan on going anywhere, so St George Community Housing, you need to face reality. If there's anyone out there that can help me, please help me. I need help urgently because of how intense the abuse is I'm going through. No one should have to go through this, nobody. It's inhumane. I can't believe it's happening in Australia. I really can't. And I can't believe that it's taken my country this long to help me. I really can't believe that either. But I know that someone's going to do the right thing sooner or later. It's all happening for a reason. It's happening so these people can get caught and weeded out of the system so that this could never happen to anyone ever again. And these people that are inflicting this abuse, especially the ones that are joined to my unit, they're going to be made examples of. They are. They're going to be made examples of so that this never happens again. Not only that, one of the main reasons this is happening to me is because of domestic violence, because of the 10 years that I spent living with domestic violence, where I never received any justice. Deliberately. I was put through psychological abuse from the police the whole time I needed help when living with family and domestic violence. And I still am. So that dates back to around 2015. So for 10 years now, I've been put through psychological abuse from the justice system around the family and domestic violence that I've been going through. And I mean, I'm still going through that now with these neighbours and my family who have stolen an inheritance and lied. And they've purposely isolated me and participated in this abuse with the justice system. So it's still family and domestic violence. So there's going to be, things are going to change in the future. That's why this is happening. So that things can get better. So that, women aren't losing their lives to domestic violence, and the people that work in the system that are corrupt, they can be caught and weeded out. Anyway, please, if you can help me raise public awareness, please help me. And if you can help me in any other way to get justice, please contact me. Thank you if you've listened to this video, and I'll certainly be back on here if this woman does not stop breathing her filth into my home, because I'm going to document it, and I'm going to keep calling out about it on my channel until St George Community Housing puts a stop to this. I mean, what kind of a business are they running there? There's nothing professional about them. Seriously, I can't believe the way they run that business. I cannot believe it. And when the public find out, they are going to be shocked. Absolutely shocked at what this landlord's involved in. Anyway, thank you for listening.